Hey, what's going on? Thanks for listening, tuning in, clicking on this link, pressing play. Whatever it is you had to do to hear me right now, I appreciate it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Uh, this is the Oowap, with your boy GOOWAP. You know, uh, so yeah, like if you've like followed anything I've ever done before, you know what I'm saying? I actually had did this ain't fucking new. You know what I mean? I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I took a quite the hiatus from doing these, and yeah, now that things in life have started to calm down a bit, I thought that now was a better time than ever to put out that fresh content, baby. Yeah, so shit, what's been going on since I last talked to you guys? It's been about a year since the last episode of the uh yeah, well, I've moved since the last time. This is not in my parents' garage, So I mean that's a bit of good news. Um yeah, I fucking moved into an apartment with my girlfriend. That happens sometimes. Sometimes, you're like, want my own space. Ah, it's expensive. So let's fucking go halvesies with someone I could tolerate. It's been going pretty good though. Living with the old girlfriend there, it's a different fucking it is a different vibe. I'll tell you that much. I don't know if there's any of you out there in relationships, long term or whatever, bro. When you start living together, things don't change a lot. At least not quickly, but they change, man. They change. Doesn't that sound? It makes me sound like I'm older than I am, but to be honest, I don't think it's really. It's not really all that different. You know what I mean? Like it's not. It's not a drastic change. It's really just. I just got to make sure that she has something to eat. You know what I'm saying? Just really, just both of us making sure that there's food somewhere. Cause it's not like, cause like when I was living, like during like college or whatever, and then I really just only had to worry about me, bro. I ain't fucking care. You know what I mean? I'll fucking eat anything, at any point in time during the day or night. You know what I'm saying? That's how you put on pounds. You know, it's they say it's your freshman 15, and then sophomore 60, and then and then you spend your junior and senior year trying to not get early onset diabetes or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Trying not to be pre-diabetic before I'm 40. You know what I mean? That's kind of what I spent my last 2 years of college doing, trying to keep both my feet, all of them. You know what I mean? Like all of both of them. Not trying to lose no toes, nothing, bro. I'm trying to keep all them limbs, appendages, and such. All those phalanges. Trying to keep all them shits. Um, but yeah, but I mean, now that when you live with somebody, specifically somebody you care about, you just kind of gotta be more mindful of those things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this person is not okay with eating cookout 3 times a day. Uh, which I mean, let's be honest. No one should be. No one should be satisfied with eating cookout 3 times a day. That's not a 3 times a day place. They're not even open for breakfast. You know what I mean? So that's assuming you're starting your day at like 11, and then eating lunch at like 3 4, and then eating dinner at like 9 10. You see the issue there? Yeah, your sleep schedule's off. No, but yeah. I mean, that's not even really a big deal. You know what I'm saying? She's pretty unlike most women. You know what I mean? She's a pretty easy person to deal with as far as food goes, as long as you don't give her more than two options. You know, that's another trick for you fellas. I know I didn't give any tricks before, but I'm going ahead and assume that you took something from what I said earlier. So I'm going to say another trick for you fellas. Don't give your girl more than two options. If she is not good at picking things, don't give her more than two options. You whittle it down to the two things you're most okay with, and then let her choose. You know, that's what I feel like is always best. Don't fuck. Go ahead and eliminate most of the choices. Like I don't ask my girl uh, what she's trying to watch without already picking like a streaming service. You know, you feel, oh, what you want to watch, and then you're trying to figure out, oh, are we gonna go to Netflix, or are we gonna go to Hulu, HBO? You know, you're giving too much, and then once you pick a platform, you still gotta fucking decide what show. I go ahead and pick the app, and I'll be like, continue watching. You know what I mean? Anything we've already been looking at, unless you want to watch a movie, that's a whole nother thing, though. That's a whole nother thing. See, which is kind of we're actually moving again. We're actually moving into a house. I wouldn't say pretty soon, but relatively soon, like within the next few months, hopefully. But you know, there's things that kind of go along with that. It's an older house, very nice. You know what I mean? Just got to do some fixing, some cleaning. Kind of buff out the scratches. Put a nice coat of paint on that bitch. Probably throw some rugs down. Make the place look nice. Like I know with this house, I'm gonna do a lot more than what I did with this apartment. This apartment is fucking blank. It's like just white walls, no real decorations. I got two like albums above the fireplace. I got Michael Jackson's Thriller and George Carlin's Class Clown vinyls. But neither of those are mine. I gotta give them back to my friend Chundi. Yeah. But yeah, so I am looking forward into moving into this new house though. Have a little bit more space, huh? You know what I'm saying? A couple of rooms, and it's not even that the apartment that we're in is bad or anything. You know what I'm saying? I like the area. I like the actual apartment. It's really just I mean, if we're just coming down to it, bro, rent is expensive, bro. Like, why is rent so goddamn expensive in this not super metropolis area? You know what I mean? Like, this isn't, like, I don't live in New York. I don't live in LA. I don't live in Atlanta. I don't even live in fucking Charlotte or Raleigh. You know what I mean? There's no reason I should be paying more than $900 for fucking rent, So, and then also it's just like, bro, you pay $1,000 a month in fucking rent or more. You know what I'm saying? Not including your utilities and things of that nature. And then you get half the fucking space you would get, if you were to just pay $1,000 a month on a fucking house. More space in that. Yeah. So that's pretty much what it comes down to. Fucking cost, baby. You know, yeah, but this house does need some fucking work, which I guess is the only downside of living in a house, buying a house, owning a house, however you want to fucking put it, is that when shit goes wrong or shit needs to be fixed, updated, all that stuff, it is on you. That is. I mean, in my opinion, that's the only perk of even living in an apartment complex, is that or just renting in general, because when you rent, you don't have to take care of nothing, other than yourself. Anything that happens to the apartment is pretty much on whoever owns it, and that's really the only downside But I'll tell you what, I would love not having random people uh, knocking at my door, or because I don't know about the apartment complexes y'all live in, but I hate when they just kind of are just like, hey, there's going to be maybe somebody from this service coming to your apartment at some point during this time, and they're just going to come in and just do things, you know. And, I work from home, so I mean, if I'm at home by myself, I'm saying locked in, as I be, I'm saying doing the hard work, and then all of a sudden I just hear the locks on my fucking door jangling and stuff. I'm going to panic and assume the worst. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to want to get physical. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, bro. I just don't like that, bro. I don't like people being able to come inside without being invited. I don't care for that. I don't know you or your business or how reputable y'all are. They just told me niggas was coming in. You know. And sometimes they don't even say what company it is. You know what I'm saying? They just say, "Oh, someone is coming in to do something to the fireplace." I don't know why this apartment has a fireplace. I'm not gonna. It's a wood fireplace. It's not even a gas fireplace. You know what I mean? Like, the only way for this fireplace to have any utility is if I went somewhere and either bought pre-chopped wood or went and chopped down a tree myself. And neither of those things are gonna happen. You know? Because we got heating. You know what I'm saying? We got climate control. Why would I bring fire into my home larger than a candle wick? You know what I mean? Those are just my thoughts on that. What else has been going on? Fuck. Yeah, I mean, really, just been trying to get back in the swing of things, trying to get back into doing the comedy, everybody's everything and everybody's starting to open back up, you know what I'm saying? People want to people want to hear those jokes, you know what I mean? Trying to work out some of this old material, work out some of this new material, you know what I mean? Cuz they all suck. All my jokes trash, baby. You know? Uh but yeah, but I am pretty excited about, the comedy coming up, you know what I'm saying? It's coming back, baby. You know what I'm saying? Young GOOWAP finna grace the stages once again. Uh, Hell yeah. And, matter of fact, yeah, hey, if you guys aren't already following me on social media, go ahead and fucking look your boy up. You know what I'm saying? GoowapWitDaOowap. You know what I mean? Spelt as ignorant as it sounds. GOOWAP, GOOWAP, wit, WIT, duh, DA, oowap, OOWAP. You know what I'm saying? Facebook, Instagram, we out here, goddamn. Find me on Twitter at Sir GOOWAP. That is me. Um, Hell yeah. I'm also on Twitch. I don't know if you guys you want to see a nigga play video games. You're probably if you're on YouTube right now and you're listening to my voice, I'm probably playing video games because that is the plan of what I'm gonna have over this audio is me playing video games probably not well, So go ahead and fucking find me on fucking Twitch. You know what I'm saying? Go out with the Oowap, same as everything else. But that's enough shameless plugging. Enough of that shameless plug stuff. God, what else has been going on? Oh, so I know I'm late here, but there has just been just straight up government confirmations of UFOs existing and contacting humans. Like the government has released videos of UFOs going into the ocean, coming back out of the ocean, coming out of the clouds, back into the clouds, assumably outer space, you know what I'm saying? Or presumably, you know what I'm saying? It's probably the better language to use. It seems like no one really gives a shit. But I'll tell you what, I was watching, TV or watching a little bit of basketball. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of that NBA playoff action. You feel me? And yo, I don't know if you guys have seen the new like Army recruitment commercial, but they are very open about what they are fighting. Like if you just watch till the end of the commercial when everything's going like super digital, you know what I'm saying, and it looks like they're fucking Code Lyoko, you know what I mean? And there's a woman, she goes Super Saiyan for like a hot second and shoots like a Kamehameha wave into the sky, and it intersects with a fucking UFO. Like in the Army recruitment advertisement, they put UFOs there because they want you to know subliminally now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of subliminal messaging there. They want people to be prepared to fight forces beyond our comprehension. You know what I mean? And also, let's be honest, bro. If humans are being invaded by another intelligent species that we didn't find first, we are in trouble, bro. Like we're in a lot of fucking trouble. I don't know what the U.S. military got that they think is going to defend us from aliens, people who were able to get from wherever they at. We don't even know. I thought we've explored space like pretty solid. You know what I mean? We've definitely explored space more than we've explored the ocean. They have made that abundantly clear. You know what I'm saying? The fact that 80% of the ocean is uncharted, unexplored, and there can literally be fucking anything down there. Apparently aliens, which I think would make sense. Like if you're going to be a species who I'm assuming would prefer to be hidden on a foreign planet, I would choose the place that they would not look, and that is the ocean. Deep in the ocean, like deep, boy, deep. Like the idea that there are like the fucking idea that there are still probably types of fish and aquatic life that have remained undiscovered in the bottoms of the ocean is ridiculous. The fact that anything can even survive in the bottoms of the ocean is crazy. Because, I mean, when you think about, like, that is, when you want to talk about extreme conditions now, the bottom of the ocean is fucking dark. I feel like it's either fucking freezing or if you're probably near like some sort of like a geothermal vent, probably hot, no, well, I already said dark as fuck. And then just the immense pressure of an entire ocean on top of your body. I mean, but could you imagine anything that can fucking survive at any formidable size? I'm talking about anything bigger than a fucking chihuahua that can survive in the bottom of the ocean. If that thing gets on fucking land, like gets all the way up to the fucking surface where they're just dealing with Earth's regular gravity, we're going to be in fucking trouble. That thing could probably jump ridiculously high. That thing could probably run ungodly fast, Like, do you know how much muscle like strength and stability and conditioning that happens when you swim? Like they say swimming is like one of the best exercises for you, low impact on your joints, you know what I mean? Could you imagine that fucking thing on land? Like we would almost have to bank on it having weak knees. But you're also going to be facing a specific, the US specifically, I don't know, we're like the bad knees capital. The United States, we're the bad knees capital. There is no other country on this earth that got more bad knees than us. Like, because people have bad knees for all types of reasons. They either bad knees because they're in really bad shape, or they got bad knees because they're in really good shape. They was doing too much in shape shit, and now they got bad knees. You know, I don't know, bro. I'm just goddamn out here bullshitting, boy. Um, what else? You know, at the I know the pandemic is kind of, I guess, waning. Waning, is that the term? When something is on the decline or decreasing. But I mean, let's keep it hot. There is still plenty of health crises for us to worry about, like obesity, bro. As an obese person myself, I think we downplay obesity all the time, bro. We come up with these cute ass like temporary terms to cover it up. Oh, childhood obesity. That shit is not just for children. Like childhood obesity is just like if you were like there baby fat, that's a real thing. Baby fat you just get rid of by simply growing. But childhood obesity, it's just obesity, bro. You know what I mean? Like you don't grow out of it. You have to like the same way an adult obese person would have to deal with it. The same like they're not different types of obesity, like the fucking diabetes. One's not hereditary and the other's lifestyle. It's all lifestyle. This kid was fucking eating too much, not doing enough. You know, at least it was in my case. Maybe a slow metabolism played a little bit of effect in it. But let's keep it hot. If my metabolism is this slow and I'm 23, I'm in for a world of trouble in my 30s, bro. So, I need to get on it. We all need to get on it. You know what I'm saying? How about we all right now on this podcast, by yourself, wherever you're at listening, let's all make a pact to not have diabetes before 40. All right. Like that's the new Oowap promise. We're building a community, baby. We're not getting diabetes before our 40s. That is the whole mission of this podcast, is to keep middle-aged diabetes below 10%. I don't know what the statistics on diabetes is. I think what's the one that you get from like actually fucking up in life? Is that type 2 diabetes? That's the one you get for being just too fat. Because I know one of them is kind of like just something where your body just doesn't produce enough insulin or produces too much. I don't know how it works. I'm not a doctor. You know what I mean? To be honest, your doctor probably isn't even like a real doctor. You know what I mean? It was probably like an English major who just got into medical school. Because you don't have to major in pre-med or fucking biology or anything like that, apparently, to get into medical school. There are no real prerequisites. There are no real prerequisites to medical school other than just doing some sort of undergrad program. Same with lawyers. So here I am thinking that these people are smarter than the average fucking bear. I think that these, like, they're just so well learned about what it is they fucking do. And you're telling me that these niggas bullshitted for 4 years just like me and just decided to keep going to school because life was scary. Like, that's all I can get. You know what? I ain't get a good major this time, but next time, boy, I'm going to pick something high dollar, goddamn. But I mean, also, I guess, like, if you had already planned on being in school for another fucking, essentially damn near another decade of your life after already completing, primary, you know what I mean? K through 12. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking school. Because K through 12, that's 13 years. On average, you're spending 4 to 5 years in undergrad. And then you're usually spending, I guess depending on what you do, you're still usually spending like 4-ish years in some sort of like higher level graduate professional program, Like, I'm pretty sure, isn't like medical school like 4 to 6 years depending on where you're at? I'm assuming law school is 4 years, I'm very unaware of these things. I actually got my degree in multimedia design, you know what I'm saying? So that shows my skill set and willingness to, I don't know. I'm just fucking rambling, you know. Because it's really, I mean, to be honest, yeah, I mean, as someone who has graduated college, it's really all bullshit. You know what I mean? Like, not to, like, if you're in college now, you know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, keep it up. Swear to God, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking finish. You might as well. You're in debt. You fucking have fun. You know what I mean? But I feel like the biggest thing uh, from, like, college or whatever is really just, utilizing that environment and those people to get the experiences that you want to have, that you feel like would benefit you, Um, and hindsight is always, 2020. I wish I would have did more of that. But I mean, to be honest, I feel like, like, to be honest, like, college is like, I'm starting to view college the way I viewed high school, where I'm not regretful about anything that I did, but I am kind of like, ugh, I was capable of doing a lot better, you know what I'm saying? Or maybe a little bit more. But also, I'm like, what I did didn't bring me to a terrible place. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna move into this fucking house. You know what I'm saying? I'm self-employed, got my own fucking business. You know what I mean? Which doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? Any idiot can have, a couple of extra thou out laying around and like, oh, I'm gonna get an LLC. That's not it's not a brag. You know what I'm saying? Or too much of an achievement even. It's kind of just, do you know how to fill out forms? Can you, like, the same qualifications it takes to like open up a bank account is pretty much the same qualifications it takes to start a business. You need a social security number, an address, a first and last name, you know. That's just really about it, and then enough money to cover all the processing. I don't know what do people do when they're processing forms, because you're not filling them out. You don't have to double check them. Half the time when you're filling it out, it double checks it for you before you fucking submit it. This is an invalid number. This is an invalid address. These names don't match. That shit gets me all the fucking time, bro. When you, like, the name's not matching because you, like, maybe use your middle initial one time on one form, and now it's fucked everything up because you don't use your middle initial for everything. That's another thing they need to teach you kids in fucking school. You know what I'm saying? You got to pick early, like 16, 17. How do you feel about your middle initial? You know what I mean? Like, you gotta figure that shit out early. They're not gonna tolerate that over there at the bank. They don't give a fuck. The Secretary of State don't give a fuck if you thought your middle initial was cool when you was 16, or if you think it's cool now. I like using my middle initial. I used to hate it. I didn't like it. I don't know why everybody's embarrassed of their fucking middle name. It doesn't matter what it is. Your middle name is somebody's first name. There's no need to be embarrassed. But I just feel like, I got a very white name. You know what I'm saying? A very corporate American name. It's very, David Goolsby. You know. And, sometimes I like to, especially when I'm filling out forms and I'm really trying to get stuff done and I'm trying to get things to move quickly in my favor, bro, I throw that middle initial in, bro, and people know, oh, this man means business, bro. He has respect for his family name. Named after both my granddaddies. Boy, y'all show both these men some respect. Yeah, I mean, I just, I think that is an important thing for people to remember. You need to pick whether your middle initial is important or not. Fuck, what else do I want to talk about? Which you guys, I am trying to better myself, especially because and call it getting old, but I realized that the way I was, now and for always before, has not been the optimal way of going about living life. And I feel like I'm just at that age where you realize you either didn't know or you didn't listen. Because there are a lot of things that you didn't know. There's a lot of things you don't know. Especially, if you're late teens, early 20s, even mid 20s, if you're in your 20s in general, there's so many things you don't fucking know. But also there are so many things that you should have known, but you just didn't fucking listen. Like if I can, listen, I'm not, my dad was a person, you know what I'm saying? He had flaws. He had his demons, as we all do. You know what I'm saying? We all got problems, we don't deal with every situation maybe in the best way. But listen, man. That man was right about stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me tell you about stuff. Stuff? This nigga knew. This nigga knew stuff now. This nigga knew stuff. Ask that nigga something, bro. He'll tell you. He has an answer. Like, before I even moved into this apartment, my dad was just like, you might not want to do that. You might want to go ahead and buy something. And I was like, go fuck yourself. You know what I'm saying? I get a fucking house and I got to take out this fucking loan. Then I got this and then I got to do that. Now look at me. Not even a year later. I think I want a house. After spending over $10,000 in this fucking apartment. Paying bills. For this place I don't own. Money I'll never get back. Now I got to get this bitch fixed up, See, the thing is, it's not even, people are always talking about the money that it costs to get into an apartment. Yo, it costs almost the exact same amount of money to leave that bitch. You know what I mean? Like, if you're not staying until your lease ends, like we are trying not to do, it's the same amount of money, It's the same amount of, so, listen. Unless you plan on staying at an apartment for more than like 2 years, really, you know what I mean? Like ideally, like my whole, I feel like if you feel like you're gonna be somewhere for more than, I'm gonna go ahead and say, if you think you're gonna be somewhere for more than 5 years, go ahead and buy something. You know what I mean? Let's say you fucking like you just got out of fucking school, you know what I mean? You found a nice ass job, you know what I'm saying? That job's going well, it pays well, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, get you an apartment, you know what I'm saying? Live there the first year or two maybe, see if you like the city, see if you like the company, you know what I mean? If the company is treating you well and you feel like you want to stay, hey bro, go ahead and start looking for a fucking house because you're wasting your money, bro. You're wasting your fucking money. Because then it's like, for me, it's kind of like, it's not even about, the amount of money that I'm spending like on a monthly basis to live here. It's really just the fact that there's still, because I'm living in someone else's, property. You know what I'm saying? I can't necessarily do what I want with it, if that makes sense, Like I can't just build an addition to my second story apartment. I can't add a sunroom to this bitch if I wanted to. You know what I'm saying? There's no space for that. I just want a floating sunroom with nothing below me but the ground. I don't want to fucking live my life in that type of fear. You know what I'm saying? Suspended in the air. Yeah, and then also, I just feel like, I wish I would have listened. You know what I'm saying? I wish I would have fucking listened. But like, I just feel like, depending on what you do also, you know what I mean? But I feel like there's just so much more utility in having a house, like, especially for me, because, right now, me and my girl, we share an office. My girl's a teacher. I got my own media business, I'm trying. So it's like, I like to have my own space where I can work and not have to worry about I'm bothering her, she's bothering me, she's making noises, I'm making noises, it's annoying her, you know what I mean? Like, I couldn't do this fucking podcast while my girl is home. And that's going to be the situation because she's a fucking teacher. She's not, she's going to be home for the summer. And I would like to have my own space to say ridiculous things about her and other things going on in my life. And if she just hears it later on, that's whatever. But I want to be free in the moment. That's the beauty of art. You're free in the moment. Consequences don't exist until people hear what you gotta say. Yeah. So, I mean, that's just kind of how I feel, And then, let me, what I'm saying, I'm getting a little older, what I'm saying, trying to quit a little bit now. I feel like it might just be easier tax-wise for your boy to, have this house. Because, I got my office space, what I'm saying? That's a write-off, And with this house, you got more space to utilize. Ideally, that's more tax write-offs in my thinking. I could be wrong. If you're an accountant, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? David Goolsby standup at Gmail. You know what I'm saying? Email your boy how you feeling. Cause I'm I'm really trying, figure this fucking thing out. You know what I mean? Cause I wanna fucking, set up, my nice little like streaming setup, for the video games, the video games. And then also, an area to do this podcast off the cuff, any other bullshit I think of, you know what I'm saying? Sketches, all types of stupid shit, I'm just trying to get things together, trying to have fun with it. And, you need space to get things done, So, yeah, I've just been trying to, I don't even know what I was talking about before. I was talking about how my dad was mean but truthful. What else? Damn. Mama keep it hot. I was a little doubtful of myself before recording this episode, and I'm actually very glad I did it. You know what I'm saying? I didn't do as bad as I thought I was going to do from my perspective. I thought there was going to be a lot of fucking dead space because I plan on dropping these bitches unedited because fuck that work. At least the audio part. I'll probably, throw in some little graphics later in life, you know what I'm saying, the clips and stuff. But for the most part, I'm just gonna be raw dog in the market, shit. But hey, fucking thanks for listening. I appreciate you guys tuning in, listening to me fucking ramble for 30 minutes or however long I did this. Follow me on social media, Instagram, GoowapWitDaOowap, Facebook, GoowapWitDaOowap, on, what do you call it? Twitter, at Sir GoowAP, if you don't know, GoowAP is GOOWAP. Oowap is spelled the same, but without the G. And WitDa, WITDA, sandwich that in between GoowAP and Oowap, and you got a nigga handle. So, hit me up. Let me know what you guys want to talk about. If you're an accountant, let me know about these tax situations. You know what I'm saying? If you're a doctor or a lawyer and you want to defend the fact that you can half-ass your undergraduate career and still become a doctor or a lawyer and make a ridiculous amount of money while people bust their ass for their very serious undergraduate degrees and get nothing. No, I'm joking. I'm not trying to come at you. But I mean, I guess if you can come up with a reasoning of why you don't have to have a biology or pre-med degree and why you don't have to have some sort of like sociology fucking, I don't know. See, to be honest, lawyers got me because I'm not even sure what you got to know besides the law. Like, is there pre-law? Is that an undergraduate major? Pre-law, is that a thing? Are there only pre-med and pre-law at places with law and medical schools? But even then, it's just like even if you don't got a medical school, everybody has biology. So I mean, what's the other equivalent of pre-law? Is like history and English. I feel like if you're gonna be a fucking lawyer, you got a double major, baby, in history, probably sociology. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I don't know, criminal justice maybe. I guess depending on the type of lawyer. It's weird police officers don't have to be criminal justice majors. I think that's weird. I know I'm supposed to be getting off the podcast. Like, I know this was supposed to be the end, but this is interesting now that I think about it. Why aren't police required to have criminal justice degrees when they're literally the front lines of criminal justice, like as an industry? But also, I guess you don't have to have a business degree to be a cashier, though. So that is get back to me on that. If you're a police officer, a lawyer, or a doctor, or an accountant, police officers, lawyers, doctors, accountants, those are the four people I need hitting me up in the next however long, So if you could just answer some of your occupational questions that I have for you, because I don't trust you, your training, your education, or your current position. Well, hey, listen, y'all. This has been a blast. All that stuff I said about my social media, just pretend you heard it right now. Love you guys. Peace.